Good evening, my beautiful, 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 beautiful divine souls, beings of light, extensions of source divine energy. The video about tonight is about the human experience and the challenges of life. Because even though I've gone through my spiritual awakening, and people also, spiritual teachers that have gone through the spiritual awakening, they're so much in peace and vibrating high. That doesn't mean necessarily that you become a saint overnight. Like let me give you an example. Like Ram Dass. If you click on Ram Dass, the guru, he has a lesson where he and it's really profound, because at the beginning when I was going into my spiritual awakening, it's really challenging, because you go through a lot of, it's like a roller coaster. You go to these up and downs, and you question yourself, what I'm experiencing could be true, all these vibrations, stuff like that. So everything's a challenge, and that because you are, like, let me give you an example. So let's go back to Ram Dass. So Ram Dass, he gave that lecture where he said his guru Maharaji told him, go ahead and love everyone, but also tell the truth. And then he kept on scratching his head. He went to a function where, that's beautiful Nelly Belen over there. He went to a function where he was with about 30 people, and then he said even though he was a guru, an enlightened person, he hated everybody, because everybody was superficial, on a really low vibration, and he didn't get along, or he didn't like resonate with anybody. So he was in tears. He went running a couple of miles. He went and he saw his guru Maharaji, and he was in tears. And then he goes like, why are you crying, Ram Dass? Maharaji said. And then Ram Dass goes like, it's because you told me to love everyone and tell the truth. Even though I said that I love everyone, but I lied, because I don't love everyone. All those people that was in the party, I hate them. And then, not that like that hard word, but he didn't like them. He didn't resonate with them. So the guru told him, you know what? It's you just send your love awareness to everyone, but also tell the truth. Don't put all those combined together at once, because it's hard. You send your love awareness to everyone that is vibrating, even though you don't know them, like I do. I send my unconditional love to everyone, and I don't know anybody. Anybody is a challenge with you. Any low vibrating being can come down and challenge you at any particular time. So that's the lesson for today. Not because you're enlightening, doesn't mean that you're not gonna get frustrated or upset and all that. So Ram Dass had this imaginary friend called Emmanuel, which he was his higher self, his guru within. So he was the one guiding him, which at the moment. So his angels, his higher being, his inner being, his higher self, that told him, why don't you just go ahead and try to, you're having a human experience, try to follow the curriculum. Just be human. Not because you are the enlightened person, you're gonna be perfect or a saint. You're gonna have challenges. So just because you're having these challenges and feeling that, and you're feeling down, and also you're stressed out from work, from a lot of things, it just happened that I've been working a lot lately. I've been doing 18-hour shifts for the past 3 weeks, almost 7 days a week. I've been taking one Sunday off, which is tomorrow, for the long weekend, for the Memorial weekend. So you know, I've been with a lot of stress from work, but even though I keep on my vibration like with Nelly high up, and even though I come with these long shifts and all the things that I'm doing, videos, spiritual page, writing the book, I mean the book's already done. I'm just editing the pages, which it's the introduction plus the chapters. It's a total of probably altogether it's 13. So I'm already done with the introduction. So I'm just giving you heads up, and this is a premiere. So we're doing no time. As always, you see containers like this on the floor, recycle and stay grounded like I do, could feel the air and connect to everything. Here's my brother with his grandson taking a beautiful walk over here. Breathe this beautiful night, like I was telling. So it's on editing the chapter first. So, but the bottom line, bottom soul, beautiful divine soul, was this to you know, to almost you know, going through all these, having all these things done, and all this stress, but you find a way to raise your vibration, even though there's moments of challenges like I experienced, like everyone does experience, where you find a time to raise your vibration and get back online, because it's going to be a roller coaster. It's going to be confusing. It's going to be like ups and downs, and that's the challenge. It's not because you are already awakened and spiritual, like I said, you're going to be necessarily all the way in that perfect state of mind. No, you're going to be challenged, just like Jesus was challenged in the desert for those 40 days where he was tempted, and then he was weak, but he was able to maintain his vibration and his frequency and be able to come out on top. So that's what it's all about. It's all about you putting that love awareness to your mind and meditating, and you know, it's, you pretty much know what I'm telling you, and you be able to resonate and vibrate with this video if you going through the same thing from time to time, because this is how it works. You go with different colors on your aura as you are transcending and going through a spiritual awakening. It so happens that right now I have a purple color, which is the spiritual master color on my aura. But sometimes when I'm on this beautiful state of bliss, which I'm on loving, and I feel like so divine, and then my heart is all about everyone else and nothing about me, and the giving and the loving. Like, I don't know if I mentioned to you before, like that time I was at a Union Station, like when we were when we were buying food from the homeless and giving them clothes and all that stuff. It was like 2 years ago on Christmas, and then we were doing this beautiful deed for everyone, and then we can feel the presence of angels and ETs, and they came around us, and I could feel it. And at that time Nelly goes, "Daddy, you are shiny, you are golden, you're like a saint." So at that particular time I was with that golden aura that you change. But then when you resonate, let me give you an example. Like if you get upset or frustrated at that time, your aura can change at that moment from that spiritual state that you might be to a red, where red is it's the anger and that low vibration frequency, where your aura might be at that color at a particular time. It might be if you have a confrontation with someone, get into a fight, you lose it, get into an accident, and then you don't know what to do, and then those things can happen. So even though you are all the way over there, but what I'm basically trying to tell you, even though you're a divine, beautiful soul, and you're so powerful and creator, you're also in a human body that's got a mind, and that mind is got an entity that's the ego. And that ego is the one that will tell you and go, you know, usually you'll be able, when you are awakened and you're in that state of mind, you will know that what is the right thing, what the ego is telling you to do, not to do. For instance, on my case, you know, I left. I'm not eating meat anymore. Like I said, we used to be the biggest carnivore, my brother and I, from South America, and we don't eat meat anymore. So we eat fish on occasions, but mostly vegetables. So from time to time, you know, that ego, you will smell the chicken or something, and the smell will be like, oh, they smell good. But then you go to that awareness that we're all connected, and then you cannot go back. And then it's those things that I'm telling you that you'll be able to identify from the ego, or to indulge your body in things that you're not supposed to do or get. So that's the ego telling you, go ahead and you know, do these things. Or your ego will tell you, yo, somebody crosses you, and then you go like, no, but I'm right and you are wrong. And so your ego wants to be bigger than the other person, and that's usually when the confrontation and the challenges come around, and that's when you are you're not united with somebody. I mean, you're not as one, and as one awareness and one collective conscience. You're not as one. You're being divided. That's when you know that your ego is taking control. Because once you are in that state of vibration, high vibration, and you know that we're all the same, we are one, and the ego is the one that controls those negative thoughts and all that stuff. But then you are pretty much in control of your divine self and your divine soul. But it's challenging, but it happens that all the time. So I get challenged and I get tested every single time. I got tested right before I made this video with Nelly. Even though we were, you know, coming, like I said, I'm coming from these long hours of shifts of work, and I'm you know, doing all these videos and the book and everything else, and then I have time to come and then play with Nelly and trying to raise my vibration. But then how it works is my higher self gets in touch with my soul family up there, with my brother's higher self, with Nelly's higher self up there, and they're the ones that are we avatars of those higher selves and their inner beings, that they're testing us. They're like moving the pieces, and then they're doing let's do this and see how he's going to react, or how she's going to react. And then once you know, and you go through the spiritual awakening, you know that's what's going on. That it's all pretty much a play in a test, and it's a movie. It's a movie that you're playing. You are playing on your own movie. You're the director. You're the protagonist. You're the main character. You are the cameraman. You are the background people. You're the feeling people. You're everything. So that's pretty much what's going on. So it's really deep. It's really deep. It sounds like a madhouse, or like something come out of a sci-fi movie, but that's the truth. And then you do your own research and go ahead and you know, dig into the other spiritual masters, and pretty much you're gonna hear the same, because they all went through the same thing that what I went through, that I'm going through, and they still go through. So this is what's going on, beautiful soul. And so I just wanted to make this video about the challenges of the spiritual awakening, and the vibration that you're going to be tested, you're going to be challenged, but you have to recognize and separate the ego from your higher self, your inner being, your holy being, and be able to resonate and be higher. Let's go one more time around, Nelly. Let's go one more time around. Maybe we can see the deer on the other side. So, and we are. Oh, and I got you chalk thing. You can draw over here too. Yeah. You want to get the chalk? No, not yet. All right. So I send you my love, my unconditional love. I hope you are having a beautiful night. I love you with all my heart, with all my soul. If you like and resonate this video, please like and share, and please comment on it. And I'll talk to you in the next video, my beautiful soul. Namaste. I love you so much. And a glimpse of Nelly before I go. Benjamin, my brother. And have a beautiful night. Namaste.